You cannot overpay for players. And the standard in LA isn't the regular season, where Austin Reaves' numbers are pretty darn good. Let's go to his last 3 postseasons. The Lakers are 3-13. He averages 17 a game. He shoots 28% from three-point, and he's a disaster plus minus. Oh, yeah, he is a defensive liability. Both his body and his body of work are not good. So do you want to pay that 46, 47, 48 million annually? Don't be a fanboy. Take off your Laker jersey.
We would look at you and break you down where you were weak, and then we would attack you, right? And so that's what the Lakers going to have to deal with once the playoff, because we saw it against Boston. Boston looked up and said, okay, I'm going to put Luka in the pick and roll. Every time. Yeah. And then Tatum had him saying, uh-oh, you on me? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to just go by past you or pull up for my jump shot, because he knew he could just beat him off the dribble. They did the same thing to Austin Reaves. So the two dudes they wanted to attack was Luka and Austin Reaves off the dribble. So Jalen Brown said, "Oh, my turn. You had a big first half,
right? My turn now.
my turn now." And that's how they beat the Lakers.
Yeah. It's every year. This is Austin Reaves every year, and I don't want to make videos like this. I don't. I know I have to. I know I'm critical of Austin Reaves, but he wants $40 million, even $30 million. He wasn't even a $15 million player last night. Rui has been better in the 3 games Reaves has played than Austin Reaves. I'd rather give Rui $30 million than give Reaves this. Again, he's a Laker. I don't want to have to come on and criticize him and talk about how cheeks he is and all this stuff. I don't.
Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, man. We are most definitely back, folks. We are back, man. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in, folks. What was funny is I was actually thinking about this topic, and I came across a video right after I thought about this topic, folks. So yeah, we definitely have some content to react to, folks, but as you guys know, man, we've been kind of discussing this Austin Reaves contract situation pretty much for the entire year. This has been, a big talking point throughout the course of the season. And, I've made it abundantly clear where I stand on Aston. A lot of people think I hate the dude, and they're absolutely right. I do hate him. I've let everybody know this before. I hate everything about him, right? I hate his haircut. I hate his face. I hate his two-tone arms. I think it's honestly disgusting. I hate, just really everything about him, man. His leg sleeve, his headband, he's just ugly as shit to me, right? I can't stand anything about the dude. He is a bum to me. And that's just my truth, and I gotta just be honest about it, right? So it is what it is. But, putting my hatred for Aston aside, right? I've got no problems with him continuing to be a Laker. I really, truly don't, folks. He's not that consequential of a player to me. If he's in the proper role that, he should be in, which is a bench role, right? You look at a team like Oklahoma City, for example, folks. I mean, they're going 12, 13 deep, We even saw the Knicks go 12 deep in the finals, right? So, yeah, can Aston remain on the Lakers? Sure, right? He's got to be your 12th man, though, right? I told you guys yesterday. You guys thought I was trying to be funny when I said he can be Bronny's backup. I'm dead serious. Like, I'm not even trolling. I think Bronny James has more upside, if I'm being honest. So, yeah, like, there's a spot on him. There's a spot for him on this roster. It's just not as the second option, right? We went from, Anthony Davis and LeBron James as our first and second option to now here we are in the big 2-6, and we have Aston and Luka as our first option. This is utterly insane. right? It's utterly insane. The fact that the Lakers would try to make an undrafted fraud their second option. You know, you would expect this from, you know, a bottom feeder franchise, right? If the Brooklyn Nets made Aston their second option, you know, it'd be understandable. Why? Well, they're the Brooklyn Nets, right? I mean, they're one of the worst ran organizations in the entire, you know, sports industry, right? Across all sports, the Brooklyn Nets are one of the worst franchises. So, you know, if they did something like that, okay, that'd be one thing, right? If the Pelicans did something like that, okay, it's the Pelicans. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you would understand it, right? Not for the Los Angeles Lakers. It makes absolutely no sense that this is the most prestige franchise in all of the NBA, and this is the route they're headed. So I've been very vocal about getting rid of this fraud for years now. And, you know, the fraud has gotten completely beside himself. And you can blame Laker fanboys for this, okay? They gassed this dude up to think that he was, you know, some sort of a superstar. I don't know what he thought. To the point where he turned down, you know, a $90 million contract last summer.
Let's go this one. Jamal Murray won a chip. Don't want to hear it. Oh, I'm assuming that was to your comment, Jason, about other guards that have struggled in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I think that Denver Nuggets team wins the title if Austin Reaves from this year is healthy and in rhythm next to Jokic.
Come with me.
This year's Denver Nuggets?
No, from 2023.
Oh, for 2020. Okay, gotcha.
Not to say, like, guys, I do think Jamal Murray is proven to be a better playoff player than Austin. My point is the point I was trying to make is, like, as the league has gotten more physical and the best teams in the league have been so good on defense, skill guards all around the league are struggling. Like, Jalen Brunson is really the only dude who's, like, thriving as, like, a small, unathletic on-ball guard in this environment.
And Jalen Brunson is very, very physically strong. That certainly helps him in that type of situation.
Good point.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys heard, right? Jason Simp over there, you know, the mayonnaise media. These guys have been doing this trash, this goy slop for years now, okay? They've been pumping this little white boy's head up to the point where now he thinks he's some sort of a superstar, right? You guys remember a few years ago we were in the playoffs and that clown hit a shot and was like, I'm here! I'm here!
First time in a long time. I'm him.
Inside. Folks, this clown has gotten beside himself, right? He's aura farming off the back of LeBron James. Everybody knows that, okay? He thinks he's him now. That's why he turned down that $90 million last summer. He thought he was him. You know, he let his agent gas him up. He let Laker fanboys gas him up. And now, folks, it looks like Jalen Brunson might have destroyed this dude's opportunity for a max contract this summer. Okay? And we're going to get to that here in a second, folks. But we got to react to a video from Trevor Lane here, folks. Shout out to Ricky Bobby. We got the Bronx's special. You said, okay. You said the grafted mayonnaise media is weak. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. You got to speak English when you're over here, dude. I don't speak Ebonics. Okay, we got SP. What's going on, man? We got Judah Rising. He said Lakers re-signing Aston while the Clippers are trying to get Jaylen Brown. Yeah, I would like that for Jaylen Brown, honestly. That'd be a good pickup. We got Iron Man. What's going on, man? We got Mr. Jags. You said, bro, give Bronny the minutes. An easy, consistent 15-5-5 with some strong defense at the point. Exactly. We got Flames. We got Daniel Barry. Philip, what up, man? We got GD in the building. Strikeavelli, D-Weave, Mike298. What's going on, man? You said good timing? Exactly, man. Hopefully you guys done ate dinner by now. We got Curtis, Andy Rod. Hopefully you guys done had dinner and now you guys are ready to to get this work. We got 917 vibing. What up? We got J. Lou, Ariba, MVP. What's going on, man? We got Kitschy. Okay. The original people. What up, man? We got Victor, Tal Assassin. What's going on, man? We got PC, and we got this dude in here, Ernest. What up, dude? So yeah, shout out to the big dog, Bob the Builder. Let's just go ahead and get into the news today, folks. We got Big Vic. What's going on, man? So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the news chat. Trevor Lane, okay, as you guys know, little old Trevor, from Lakers Nation. You guys know, right? He's one of the biggest, voices in the mayonnaise media. Okay. And little Trevor, he's been pushing, this propaganda for Aston all summer. Hopefully the checks have been good from Aston and his camp. Okay. Because this dude Trevor's been working overtime, pushing this propaganda. So we talked about this on the show we did last night, right? Shout out to Unforgiven Sound. Shout out to Liquid Drano. What's going on, man? So yeah, we talked about this last night. Okay, these dudes, ladies and gentlemen, they were saying about 3 days ago that Aston was going to sign with the Brooklyn Nets, or the Brooklyn Nets. No, they were saying the Brooklyn Nets were expected to offer Aston a $178 million contract. Okay, sure, right. So yeah, we did a show on this about 3-4 days ago, and at the end of the show, the majority of us realized that this is all bullshit. Okay, nothing about this makes any sense. If you're the Brooklyn Nets, like, why would you be interested in Aston? It just doesn't make any sense. He's not going to help them win any games. It's just dumb, right? So that happened. Yesterday we did another show, right? Mark Stein comes out. Mark Stein is like, yeah, the Nets aren't interested. Exactly. That's what we told you guys, right? That's exactly what we all realized. Why would the Nets want him? Okay. So now what Trevor and the mayonnaise media are doing, now what they're doing, Chad, is they're trying to spin the narrative again. So now they're trying to make it seem like, oh, well, Austin doesn't want to go to those other teams. So that's why the Nets aren't really going to pursue him. Take a listen to this, folks. This is going to get insane.
Hit that subscribe button. Turn on those notifications.
Let's go.
So check this out from Mark Stein, recently writing about the Lakers and Austin Reaves, whose free agency is going to be a major plot point to the summer. The Lakers are widely expected to re-sign Reaves, whose fondness for Lakerland, as well as his blossoming backcourt partnership alongside Luka Doncic, are regarded as strong lures that suggest the sides will ultimately agree or come to terms on a new pact. So that's pretty much what everybody's assuming, that at some point, Austin, the Lakers, they're going to agree on a new deal. Yet, it's unclear what sort of external interest Reaves will generate after this strong production over the past 2 seasons, at least partly due to the inherent skepticism that stems from trying to woo him away from the Lakers. Brooklyn and Detroit have been mentioned as potential Reaves suitors, but neither is seen as a certainty yet. So we did have the report from Dan Wojcicki the other day that the Brooklyn Nets were a team that is considered around the NBA to have a max offer for Austin Reaves, and that would be 4 years, $178 million. Mark Stein is saying, look, it is so believed around the NBA that Austin's just going to wind up coming back to the Lakers that may actually take away some of the interest in him. Teams will look at him as a player like, why bother going through the process of having these conversations with him if the belief is he's really just ultimately trying to stay with the Los Angeles Lakers. So Stein saying it's not.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Chat, did you guys just catch what he just said? Let me play that for you guys again so you guys can listen to that one more time. Listen to what he just said, chat, and ask yourself, does this make any sense?
NBA to have a max offer for Austin Reaves, and that would be 4 years, $178 million. Mark Stein is saying, look, it is so believed around the NBA that Austin's just going to wind up coming back to the Lakers that may actually take away some of the interest in him. Teams will look at him as a player like, why bother going through the process of having these conversations with him if the belief is he's really just ultimately trying to stay with the Los Angeles Lakers.
Now, let me ask you guys a question. Do any of you guys genuinely believe that? So let me get this straight. He's an unrestricted free agent, not a restricted free agent, right? Like if this was Walker Kessler or like Peyton Watson, right? Or Jalen Duren from Detroit, right? Then okay, that would make some sense, right? Because they're restricted free agents. The teams have the ability to, match their, offer or whatever, right? So if you're saying like, okay, we're not going to make a run at a restricted free agent, well then, okay, I would understand it. That would make a little bit of sense. Folks, Aston is an unrestricted free agent. That means he can go wherever he wants to go. So if Brooklyn was genuinely interested in him, why wouldn't they make an offer? If he doesn't accept the offer, he don't have to accept it. But if they were genuinely interested, they would make the offer. You want to know why they're not going to make an offer? Because they don't want him. And because these dudes have spent all season trying to convince Laker fans how valuable he is, they're not just going to come out and say, hey guys, we were wrong. Nobody really wants this guy. So now what they're trying to do is they're trying to spin the narrative. Oh, well, Brooklyn's not really going to offer him a contract because, they just think he's going to re-sign with the Lakers anyway. What?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
What? Wow, that's a crazy spin job right there, bro. That's crazy, bro. Like I told y'all, bro, this stuff is funny, man. Like I genuinely enjoy reacting to these dudes these days, man. This stuff be funny to me. Like it genuinely be funny. Shout out to CPA Joe with the $5 super chat.
Austin Reaves. Foul baiter.
He said Trevor was stuttering during his report. He knows it's a lie. We got CPA Joe. Shout out to CPA Joe. He said, why bother? ? Said no team ever that was actually interested in a player. Laughing my ass off. This is nasty. Exactly. I remember when LeBron was a free agent back in 2010. He can only sign with one team, But I remember the Clippers, Chicago, New York, all these teams were in the running. Miami, Cleveland, they were all in the running. You think they were like, why bother, No, they made their pitch. They made their proposition to LeBron. And they lived with the results. If he came great. If he didn't come, oh well, at least we tried. So you're telling me that a team is not going to pursue Ashton because the belief is, he just wants to stay in LA anyway. Really? Come on, gang. That's one of the greatest spin jobs I've ever heard, though. I will give the Mayonnaise Media their credit on this stuff, man. They do a phenomenal job at twisting narratives and like spinning stories to make it look positive for Aston. Like, this is basically what we learned, chat. Aston has no market. This is what we learned over the last 2-3 days. He doesn't have a market. There's only 2 teams that can sign him outright, Chicago and Brooklyn, and neither one of those teams are interested. But the Mayonnaise Media, they're now spinning it to say, he doesn't really want to go there anyway. He really wants to be a Laker. So the other teams aren't even going to try. Wow, that's interesting, man. That's a phenomenal spin job. So now all the fanboys, now they're going to think, oh, well, he doesn't want to go there. No, they don't want him. Okay? They don't want him. That's the reality.
What kind of interest there's going to be in Austin Reaves around the NBA, that's a really good thing for the Lakers. Now, again, there is the absolute opposite report out there from Dan Wojcicki that, oh no, the Nets have interest. So it's lying season. There's all kinds of smoke screens out there, but this would be a big positive for the Lakers. There have been recent rumbles, in fact, about the Nets potentially looking at shorter deals if they do decide to be aggressive in free agency. Well, a shorter deal, that's not going to make much sense for a player like Austin Reaves.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys just heard Trevor say it out of his own mouth. It's lying season. Yeah, we know that, Trevor. We've been hip to you guys' games all season. That's all y'all do is lie. You guys are like attorneys. All y'all do is lie. You lie for your client. That's all an attorney does. That's all a lawyer does. They lie on behalf of their client. And that's what y'all do. Y'all put out fake reports and fake stories on behalf of Aston, and you've done that the entire season. Everybody knows that. Right? So now he's like, okay, well, they're on to us, So let me just admit it. It's lying season. Yeah, dude, we know. We know. We know. All y'all do is lie. So now, chat, look, they're saying the Nets are looking at shorter deals if they do decide to be aggressive in free agency. What did I tell you guys? Y'all think just because the Nets have money available that, number one, they're going to spend it, and number two, they're going to spend it on Aston. They don't got to spend the cap space on Aston if they don't want to. They don't got to spend the money at all. They can keep their optionality. They can keep their flexibility and maybe go into next summer with cap space.
Fanhood, there's levels in fanhood. You a fanboy because you don't represent the hood, you represent the player. So don't pretend that representing a player and representing a team is the same thing. So watch your fanboy mouth anytime you vlog on my name. Let's slow it down.
We got Breezy in the chat, folks. We got a Brooklyn Nets fan in the chat. Folks, Brooklyn Nets fans have already told y'all they don't want this bum. I'm actually glad Breezy is here. I'm glad BKNY called in yesterday because I told Laker fans this. Y'all live in this bubble, right? Where y'all think Aston is valuable. Once you get out of that Laker bubble and you start having conversations with other fan bases, other teams, you start to realize, oh, wait a second. This dude actually has, no value. Not even the Nets want him. You know you're shitty when, the worst team in the league, damn near, doesn't even want you. That's how you know you're shitty. The Nets won 20 games last year, and even they're saying we don't want Aston. So look, chat, the Nets are potentially looking at shorter deals if they do decide to be aggressive in free agency. So what does this mean for Aston? He's got no market. They said the Pistons are going to focus on potential trade additions rather than free agent targets. So where's his market, chat? He doesn't have one. The 2026 Dennis Schroeder, Aston Reaves. Like I told you guys, he cheddar bobbed himself.
I do got a dumb friend named Cheddar Bob who shoots himself in his leg with his own gun. I did get jumped by all 6 of you chumps. I do got a dumb friend named Cheddar Bob who shoots himself in his leg with his own gun. I did get jumped by all 6 of you chumps. I do got a dumb friend named Cheddar Bob who shoots himself in his leg with his own gun. I did get jumped by all 6 of you chumps.
Austin Reaves, foul baiter.
I do got a dumb friend named Cheddar Bob who shoots himself in the leg with his own gun. He shot himself, folks. Should have just taken the contract last summer. Now look, you're Cheddar Bob now. You Cheddar Bobbed yourself. You're stupid, man. Why do you think his agent blocked me? Why do you guys think? Here I am minding my own business, running my little pod trash. That's all I'm doing, Chad. I'm just running my little pod trash, right? I'm just pod trashing out here. And all of a sudden I get on Twitter and Aston's agent is in my mentions calling me a clown. How did you even find my page? You want to know how he found my page? Because he was on Twitter searching Aston's name to see what the narrative was. You want to know why? Because he's the one that told Aston not to sign the deal last summer, and I can get you more money next year. So this whole season, they've been running fake stories through the media. He's been faking injuries. I've been the only one exposing this shit the entire season. See, Trevor and them not going to tell y'all he was faking injuries all year. Yeah, Trevor sold his butt a long time ago. Trevor's ass is gone. He don't even know where his ass is. I know where mine is. It's right here. Yeah, these cheeks are still intact. Hey, Trevor, where your cheeks at, dude? You ain't seen your cheeks in months. You been gave those cheeks up. You been gave your cheeks away. My cheeks are right here. So I can tell you guys the truth. Aston been faking injuries all season. Trevor's already told y'all all these reports y'all been reading are all fake and lies. So why wouldn't you guys believe me when I tell you guys that these injuries are fake too? You guys think what do you guys think? If the reports are lies, the injuries are lies too. You guys remember in December when he was getting cooked? He got cooked by Philadelphia. He went 3 for 16 versus Philadelphia back in December. The next day, Rich Paul and Max Kellerman start their pod trash, and they say the Lakers got to bring Aston off the bench. That Wednesday, we played the Spurs. You guys remember what happened against the Spurs? That's when De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, and all them boys got on his ass and was whooping the dog shit out that white boy. After the game, a reporter asked him, they're like, yo, are you okay? Like, what's going on? I mean, you were looking like an all-star a couple weeks ago. Are you okay? Aston was like, yeah, I'm good. Just couldn't get a shot to go in the basket. The very next day, we get a report. Aston's got a calf injury. Wait, what? A calf injury? He just said last night he was good. Where the hell did he get a calf injury from? So he missed a week. Then he came back a couple weeks after that. Then he misses the whole month of January. He tanked his own value so he wouldn't get traded. Laker fans is like, yo, we should have been traded the dude. Well, we couldn't. He tanked his own value. He sat out right before the trade deadline. You guys didn't pay attention. He didn't play. How are they going to trade him? He wasn't playing. He wasn't showing other teams he was healthy and ready to go. So other teams probably didn't make any offers because he wasn't playing. So then he comes back after the trade deadline. Up and down again. Then we get to this game, April 2nd. Now all of a sudden, my back. I got an oblique strain. I don't think I can go no more. I don't think I can play no more. So now you can't go. Okay, that's interesting. How the hell you and Luka, y'all the supposed first and second option, how the hell y'all both get injured in the same game? Y'all didn't find that a little bit coincidental? The two best players on the team supposedly both get injured in the same damn game? That wasn't fishy to none of y'all? Come on, gang. You guys aren't this dumb. You guys remember when he did the fake MRI scan? You guys remember that? Oh, you guys forgot MRI gate, right? Hold on. You guys forgot the fake MRI scan. When JJ... Oh, Jesus Christ. Yo, these tabs... You're a freaking frog! Oh, my Lord. These tabs are crazy. Jesus Christ. Let me get these tabs closed. Jesus Christ. Give me 1 second, folks. You guys remember that fake MRI scan he did? How the hell they talking about they scanned the wrong part of his body? How the hell you 30 years old, you go sit down in a damn MRI scan, right? And you let them scan the wrong side of your body. How the hell does this happen, folks? This man is 30 years old. So you telling me he sat on an MRI table and allowed them folks to scan the wrong side of his body, and he didn't speak up, he didn't say nothing, and he's 30 years old. Come on, folks. You guys forgot the fake MRI scan, right? Lakers head coach JJ Redick and the Mavericks had a brief, contentious dispute regarding an Aston MRI. Aston suffered a grade 2 oblique strain, requiring a second MRI to get the correct imaging. Redick publicly claimed Dallas scanned the wrong area, which the Mavericks medical staff strongly denied, stating they followed standard imaging protocols. Folks, they've been doing this stuff the entire year. You guys haven't been paying attention. Why do y'all think I hate this dude? He's the biggest fraud I've ever seen in my life. But this is the modern NBA. This is what they do. Stat pad, get paid, and they quit. Look at Luka. He did the same thing. He stat padded, he got paid. Playoffs came, he quit. He's like, my hamstring, I can't go. My hamstring, JJ, I can't go. I can't play against the Thunder. Ooh, it hurts too bad, JJ. I can't go. Yeah, I go to Spain though. I go to Real Madrid basketball game. I go with basketball team in Spain. I go over there for 2 weeks. Really? I thought you went to Spain and go expedite this whole recovery process. What happened with that? Weren't they supposed to be sticking horse tranquilizer up your ass so you could get back and play, what would happen? Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. You had to go beg your baby mama not to put your goofy ass on child support, right? Yeah. Okay. So we got 2 scammers. That's all these dudes are, chat. You guys think this is about basketball. This is deeper than basketball, folks. These guys are scam artists. That's what the modern NBA is. That's why I told y'all I don't support the NBA. Adam Silver talking about you guys can pay to watch the games on Peacock. I put out a video 6 months ago. I said, Adam Silver, you can peacock this cock. That's what you can peacock. You can peacock these black balls. You can peacock this black ass. You can peacock these cheeks. Yeah, how about that? You can peacock these cheeks, nigga. I'm not paying for Peacock. Nah, I'm going to go to Buff Streams and I'm going to go illegally stream this game for free. That's how I consume the NBA. Illegally. I didn't spend 1 red cent on this Ponzi scheme this season. The NBA is a Ponzi scheme. You dudes better wake up. You fanboys better wake up. You guys see the graphic, folks. This is the modern NBA. This is what these dudes are doing. They're stat padding, they're trying to get paid, and then they're going to quit on you. Luka did it.
Don't give my shit away.
That's crazy. Oh, well.
I'm just trying to get my paper straight.
Please don't tell me that was you saying the 96 sign. This is what you got to realize, Judah. It's very easy to out-debate locker room. It's not very challenging whatsoever. The fact that you let locker room outwit you and out-debate you, it says a lot. We're not talking about a very high-level basketball mind, and you got outwitted by the locker room.
I'm just trying to get my paper straight, girl.
Folks, I done messed around and accidentally dropped a comb. It done fell on my keyboard and hit the button. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Oh, well, we just let it ride. We just let it ride. But yeah, shout out to King J. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. You said I would pay to see Adam Silver's face when you tell him this. I mean, I would tell him, you know. I would tell him straight to his face, nigga. You can peacock these cheeks, nigga. The fuck are you talking about? I'm not paying for nothing, nigga. You think I'm going to help Aston and help Luka get another Bugatti? Nigga, please. That's y'all supporting and patronizing that Ponzi scheme of a product, the NBA. I'm not supporting that trash. Absolutely not. This is what they do. They stat pad, they get paid, and then they quit. That's what Luka did. That's what he did. That's what he did when he came to the Lakers. He was like, all I got to do to get these fanboys off my back, I got to just score 30 points. And then this summer, they going to sign me to $160 million. That's all he did. He came over here. He was 350, 400 pounds. He stat padded in the regular season, right? We got to the playoffs. He got clapped. But his job was done. All he had to do was stat pad, and you guys were going to give him a bag. And that's all he did. He stat padded, he got paid, and then this year we were looking for him in the playoffs, and he quit. My hamstring, JJ, grade 3, grade 3. I can't play. OKC, no, I can't go. Jalen Williams, too big, too strong. Yeah, I can't play against him. No, next year. We'll win the championship next year. I promise. Yeah, okay. Sure. The fuck out of here. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. You got these clowns talking about let's just run it back again with this clown. Folks, this stuff is actually insane. Let's continue on with this video, and then I'm going to get to Jalen Brunson and Aston here in a second, folks, because once again, you know, I think Jalen Brunson might have ruined Aston's his whole plan for this summer. I really do. I really believe it, chat. I really do. Let's get back into this video real quick. He's almost done. He's about to wrap up his bullshit soliloquy here in a second. So here we go.
There is the absolute opposite report out there from Dan Wojcicki that, oh no, the Nets have interest. So it's lying season. There's all kinds of smoke screens out there, but this would be a big positive for the Lakers. There have been recent rumbles, in fact, the Nets potentially looking at shorter deals if they do decide to be aggressive in free agency. Well, a shorter deal, that's not going to make much sense for a player like Austin Reaves. See, the Nets are a threat because they have the ability to offer a full max contract. Same thing with the Chicago Bulls. What the Lakers need is neither the Nets nor the Chicago Bulls to have any interest in Austin Reaves. What that would then do is create a situation where the Lakers have a little bit of leverage. Now, that doesn't mean you exactly hold his feet to the fire and say you're going to take $15 million. That's all we're going to offer, right? Austin Reaves has been underpaid for years and years, his entire NBA career now. He's been underpaid. So
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
I will tell you why the beef started with me and Reggie, right? Reggie fucked one of my niggas' bitches, right? The locker room went to fuck one of my niggas' bitches, right? That's why he fucking disrespectful.
He said underpaid. Right, like what? What did he say? Chat, what did he just say? So chat, let me get this straight. Now the cat is out the bag, right? Now Trevor Lane and everybody's realizing Aston has no market. So for the last 2 weeks, they were saying, oh, well, the Lakers are going to have to offer him the max because the Nets are going to offer him a max. And, you know, you got to at least match the offer. Well, now that the Nets are like, yeah, we're good. Now Trevor Lane is coping, right? So now he's saying, oh, well, you know, that doesn't mean the Lakers should offer him $15 million. Chat, why are they sneezing like $15 million isn't like that's a good deal for Aston. You better take that. That's the next year on his contract. What does this dude talk? Chat, do you guys understand Rui Hachimura, I believe this year made $17 million? Rui was better than Aston in the playoffs. And Rui made $17 million. So how was 15 like he talking like 15 is like a slap in his face? He wasn't even better than Rui.
It's every year. This is Austin Reaves. Every year. And I don't want to make videos like this. I don't. I know I have to. I know I'm critical of Austin Reaves, but he wants $40 million, even $30 million. He wasn't even a $15 million player last night. Rui has been better in the 3 games Reaves has played than Austin Reaves. I'd rather give Rui $30 million than give Reaves this. You know, like, again, he's a Laker. I don't want to have to come on and criticize him and talk about how cheeks he is and all this stuff. I don't.
Chat. Trevor's talking like 15 million is a slap in that bum's face. Nigga, he better get on his knees and thank God if he get offered 15 million. What the hell is this nigga talking about, dude? Yo, this dude is insane, bro. He talking about the Lakers shouldn't just offer him 15 million. Boy, you better get on your knees and thank God if the Lakers offer you 15 million. You sorry fucking bum. You got cooked by AJ Mitchell and he's making $3 million. Did we forget that, Trevor? Now you want us to act like 15 million is a slap in his face. He got cooked and outplayed by A.J. Mitchell, who's making $3 million. Jared McCain was cooking his ass, and Jared McCain's on a rookie deal. He's getting outplayed by guys on their rookie deal. Now you're scoffing at $15 million? Okay, how about this, Trevor? How about you pay him then? Let's go ahead and solve it now. How about you take all your Laker Nation checks, Trevor, and you pay Aston then. You pay Aston his $15 million in, since $15 million ain't a lot of money. You niggas be talking like you the one gonna have to pay him. You niggas be talking about like the money coming out your pocket. You ain't Mark Walter, nigga. You ain't got $15 million to pay this bum. You better take that $15 million and you better get on your knees and thank God that you still in the NBA. Because we could make the argument you should be out the NBA. You guys forgot D'Angelo Russell ain't even in the league no more. D'Angelo Russell ain't in the league. Lonnie Walker ain't in the league. There's plenty of guys that's not in the league that can do what Aston is doing. If he gets offered $15 million, nigga, that would still be an overpay. If we're keeping it a buck. I told y'all what his value is. Y'all thought I was trolling. Aston's value is between $2 to $6 million a year. He's between a vet minimum and a mid-level exception. Anything more than that, you're overpaying for him. So now $15 million, he's been underpaid his whole career. Nigga, please. He's been underpaid his whole career. Nigga, please, man. This dude's a clown. Ain't nobody underpaying this clown. He should really be doing DoorDash if we're keeping it a buck. He's undrafted, nigga. He came to the Lakers for a reason. There's a reason he wanted to come here. Because guess what? LeBron and AD were here to carry his bum ass to victories. If he would have took his goofy ass to Detroit, he would have never made the NBA. Him choosing to come to the Lakers was a strategic plan. Because he knew if he came here, he didn't really have to earn his keep. There would be LeBron and AD here to carry his ass to victories every night. So how the hell he underpaid? How many victories did he carry us to last year? Realistically, chat, how many victories did Aston carry us to last year? Let's have an honest conversation real quick. How many victories did he carry us to last year, chat? 5? Maybe? Maybe 5? He had the Kings game. He had that one Kings game. He had that one Timberwolves game. What other games he carried us to, chat, to victories? What other games did he have where he carried us to a victory? I said 5. I remember 2. That Kings game, and they're the worst team in the league, and then that Timberwolves game without Anthony Edwards. Frank said the one that I can really remember is against the Timberwolves. Exactly. Nah, King J, we ain't beat the Celtics. Nah. We didn't even beat the Celtics last year. BS for you said regular season don't even matter. Exactly. We got Matthew. Shout out to Matthew though with the $10 super chat. Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Please don't tell me that was you saying the 96 signs. This is what you got to realize, Jude. It's very easy to out-debate locker room. It's not very challenging whatsoever. The fact that you let locker room outwit you and out-debate you, it says a lot. We're not talking about a very high-level basketball mind, and you got outwitted by the locker room.
We got Matthew. He says, you only run it back after you win or lost to the winner. You don't run it back after being swept in the second round. Let Reaves walk and save LA $20 million to build our team. Exactly. This nigga said Aston been underpaid his whole career.
Season, there's all kinds of smoke screens out there, but this would be a big positive for the Lakers. There have been recent rumbles, in fact, the Nets potentially looking at shorter deals if they do decide to be aggressive in free agency. Well, a shorter deal, that's not going to make much sense for a player like Austin Reaves. See, the Nets are a threat because they have the ability to offer a full max contract. Same thing with the Chicago Bulls. What the Lakers need is neither the Nets nor the Chicago Bulls to have any interest in Austin Reaves. What that would then do is create a situation where the Lakers have a little bit of leverage. Now, that doesn't mean you exactly hold his feet to the fire and say you're going to take $15 million. That's all we're going to offer, right? Austin Reaves has been underpaid for years and years, his entire NBA career now. He's been underpaid. So the Lakers, Austin Reaves, they're going to want to still maintain a positive relationship, and they're going to want to make sure that everybody is treated fairly in this situation. But if there is a full max offer out there for Austin Reaves, that certainly gives Reaves more leverage against the Lakers versus if there is not, because the perception around the league is simply that Austin's going to go back to the Lakers no matter what ultimately happens here anyway. League sources say the Pistons, meanwhile, are expected to focus on potential trade additions rather than free agent targets. So this is exactly what you want to hear. You want to hear that the other potential suitors for Austin Reaves are going to move in different directions. And all that does is it gives the Lakers a little bit more leverage and increases the chances that they don't wind up overpaying on Austin Reaves' next deal, which, as we know around the NBA, look, Austin's a great player. You don't want to lose him for nothing. However, you also want to make sure that you get him back on a contract that is as team-friendly as possible, if for nothing else, to keep your optionality in this situation. You don't want to be on a contract that is underwater effectively. You don't want to have a negative value contract on your books, because teams around the NBA right now, they're simply allergic to anything that even looks like it might be a negative value contract, especially with long-term money out there as well. So you got to be really careful with this deal for Austin Reaves, while at the same time, he's got to be paid fairly. What that number ultimately comes out to be, that's going to be something we'll be following, of course, as the offseason moves along.
Yeah. Whatever, nigga. The money, the contract that he's on right now, nigga, that's fair. You know, it's more than what I would pay him. So to me, the contract he's currently on is more than fair. He's making $15 million. That's fair, chat. That's more than fair. Like I said, D'Lo last year signed for like $6 million a season. D'Lo's been an all-star. D'Lo was the second pick in the draft. D'Lo is only a year and a half older than Aston. And he's out the league. So 15 for Aston, come on, man, that's more than fair. Like, what are we talking about? That's more than fair. We got Eternal Buzz. You say De'Aaron Fox's contract will pay him $60 million a year. You want to know what's funny? De'Aaron Fox is worth his contract. Yeah, he's worth his contract. It's that simple. When you look at, you know, what De'Aaron Fox has done in his career, he was a lottery pick, 5th pick in the draft. He's been a number 1 option. You know, he's made the playoffs as a number 1 option. He's been an all-star before, right? And he helped lead the San Antonio Spurs to an NBA Finals appearance. I think it was their first appearance in the finals since, 2014? No, De'Aaron Fox is definitely worth his money. See, y'all think because the Spurs lost and De'Aaron Fox played bad that now he's not worth his money. No, he's still worth his money. Just like Chet Holmgren. Chet Holmgren's still worth the money. He helped win them a championship. He's worth that money. They just lost. What has Aston done? Chet Holmgren wasn't Chet a lottery pick? He was a lottery pick, right? He was a lottery pick in the draft. He's won a championship, helped the Thunder get to a title berth. That's more than anything Aston has ever done. What has Aston done? So, like I said, that to me, that's a terrible comparison. De'Aaron Fox, I saw people trying to say that on Twitter when Fox was getting destroyed a couple of days ago in the finals. I thought it was a lazy comparison because De'Aaron Fox is not on the same level with Aston Reaves. Just because he played bad against the Knicks doesn't mean that Aston's now better than him. He'll still cook the shit out of Aston. Like, I don't know what we're talking about. You said Reaves is a 14-point per game player at best without the NBA trying to help him through giving foul baiting calls. The league tried helping him be an all-star. Absolute rubbish. He is a 9th or 10th man on a contender. I agree. We got Trayvon. What's going on, dude? You said nobody's trading for Fox's $60 million a season contract? Yeah, I would probably agree with you. But if I'm the Spurs, I just saw a report that said the Spurs are committed to him. They just got to the finals. Why would they even trade him anyway? They just got to the finals. He learned from, hopefully he'll learn from his mistake, and they'll try to run it back next year and see if they can't win it. Isn't that what Miami did? 2011, they lost. They didn't trade D-Wade. They didn't trade LeBron. They didn't trade, Chris Bosh, right? See, like I said, y'all live in this Twitter era, right? Where it's like, oh, if you lose, then, you got to get traded. If you play bad, you got to get traded. That's the era y'all live in. I'm not from that era. Kobe lost in 2008. Does that mean we got to trade Pau Gasol because Kobe lost? Does that mean we trade Kobe because they lost? No, you retool and you try to get better. You try to work on your game and you try to come back and win it again the next year. They got to the finals. When has Aston gotten to the finals? He's never been to the finals. So how is that similar to De'Aaron Fox? De'Aaron Fox, I mean, if we're being honest, you could make the argument he was the catalyst for them playing so well and going as deep as they did. Before he got there, they wasn't really on shit. He comes, now all of a sudden, they're in the finals. Like, let's keep it a buck. You said Fox is trash, man. Stop it. Okay, well, that's your opinion. Like I said, I'm not here to say he played well in the finals. He didn't play well. But he's better than Aston. He's way better than Aston. Like, that's not even, I don't even understand how that's a conversation. To me, those are two different conversations. If you want to say De'Aaron Fox played bad in the finals, okay, I would tend to agree with you. But if you're going to use De'Aaron Fox's performance to now say that, Aston is better than him or Aston should get, similar money, that's insane. Aston's never done anything. He said only finals Aston got to was final base with his cousin. So yeah, now let's get into this Jalen Brunson portion of this conversation. I'm done with Trevor Lane. I want to get to this other video. So as you guys know, right, Jalen Brunson took a pay cut, right? So that way, the New York Knicks would be able to put together a championship contending team. Here's my argument, folks. I think that the Knicks winning the championship is probably the worst thing that could have happened this summer for Aston. I think that was probably, I'm going to tell you the two things that really hurt Aston's value this summer. Two things. Really three things. Number one, is Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard. I will say it again. Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard, folks, if you guys remember, in the playoffs, Game 1, 23 points. Game 2, 27 points. Before Aston came back, ladies and gentlemen, Luke Kennard, he was averaging, let me show you guys Luke Kennard's numbers before Aston came back. These were Luke Kennard's numbers before Aston showed back up. 18 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. So for the people out there that say, oh, well, you can't replace Aston for $20 million, they're actually right. You can replace Aston with half of that because Luke Kennard is making about $11 million. So they're actually right. You can replace Aston with less than half of Aston's cap hold, which is like $21 million. Luke Kennard would take $10 million right now to stay with the Lakers. He'll take $10 million. So that's number one. That's the number. To me, there's 3 things that really hurt Aston's value. Really 4 things now that I'm thinking about it, right? But number 1, Luke Kennard and his performance in the playoffs before Aston showed up and ruined his value. Number 2 would be the Lakers winning without him. That really hurt his value as well. Let me show you guys this. This was our record before Aston showed back up in the playoffs. This was our record. So Luke Kennard stepped up, proved to us that you don't need Aston. Number 2, we were actually winning playoff games without Aston. Right? Number 3, you're always injured. That's going to hurt him in negotiations this summer. Right? If you want to make more money and we got to rely on you to carry the load, well, buddy, I'm sorry, but you can't be playing 51 games. It's not going to cut it. Now, I've already told you guys all the injuries were fake, but they're going to hold the injuries against him as well. So that's 3. Number 4, folks, it was Jalen Brunson. It was Jalen Brunson. You want to know why, folks? Jalen Brunson winning, it really hurt, honestly, all the other superstars in the NBA. Because now, guess what? This guy took a pay cut because he wanted to win. Right? And he won the finals MVP. He won the championship. He's been an all-star. He's made all NBA teams, right? So now how can you come to the table talking about you want 200 and you guys can just go ahead and throw the 241 number out. That's not happening. So yeah, Jovan Booty, Trevor Lame and all these guys that were throwing that number out, that's not happening. 241, all that, Jalen Brunson, you can forget that shit. That's over with. Anything with a 2 is not happening. I told you guys that from the get-go. A lot of y'all were in the chat, oh, he's going to get paid. He's going to get paid. Okay. Well, Jalen Brunson ruined that. Matter of fact, let me see what Jalen Brunson, let me see what contract he signed. Give me 1 second, chat. Yeah. Let's look at Jalen Brunson's contract, folks. Jalen Brunson is currently signed to a 4-year, $156 million extension with the Knicks, which he signed in 2024. This contract is widely celebrated for its significant pay cut, as Brunson sacrificed roughly $113 million in guaranteed money to give the team financial flexibility. So Brunson left about 113 on the table when he signed his extension. And he signed for 4 years, 156. Folks, Aston won't even get that. If Jalen Brunson signed for 4 years, 156, and he's been an all-star, he's the number one option. He's made an all-NBA team. He's led his team to multiple finals appearances. I mean, not multiple finals appearances, but multiple playoff runs, a finals berth, and all that. And they gave him 156. There's no way Aston would even get 156. There's no way. How can you justify that? How? What has he done? I could see, right? If he had made an all-star team, a legitimate all-star team, you know, not a 2-month all-star like he was back in October and November, but if he had made the all-star team, right? Okay, you got me. If he, you know, would have been all NBA, okay, you got me, right? If he would have helped win the championship, you know what? Pay the man. He helped win a championship. Give him his money. Folks, he hasn't done any of that. He just hasn't. The Lakers offered him 4 years, $90 million. That was more than fair. That was more than fair. And he turned it down. I just showed you Jalen Brunson's contract. Jalen Brunson signed for 156. What does he think? He's on the same level with Brunson? No, man, you're not on Jalen Brunson's level, dude. Stop. You're not Jalen Brunson. You're not Luka. You're not a number one guy that we're building the team around. You're the number 2 guy and you haven't done nothing. Why would you think you're worth more than that? He let y'all fanboys gas him up. What did Dirk say? He'll still be alive right now if you niggas ain't gas him up. He'll still be alive right now if you niggas ain't gas him up. He let his agent gas him. He let the fanboys gas him. He over here gambling. That's what he did, Chad. He's over here playing blackjack with his money. You should have just taken the deal. And remember, they offered him this last summer after he got clapped. How you turning down money after you just got clapped by Minnesota? How you turning down money, nigga? So now we gotta offer him another contract after he got clapped again? What? Yo, man, this nigga's cooked, chat. I'm telling you right now, he's cooked, man. He's cooked. He's cooked, chat. He's done. You might want to opt in, dude. Don't be surprised, chat, if he opts in, bro. Real talk. Don't be surprised if in 2 weeks we get a report Austin Reaves is opting into the final year of his deal. Don't be surprised, chat. Anybody finna pay this dude $100 million, man. I mean, get out of here, man. Like, come on. Nas Reed. Is he on Nas Reed's level? Hold on. Let me see. Because I think Nas Reed was undrafted too, right? Nas Reed been a 6-man. Yeah, this is Nas Reed. He's been a 6-man of the year. Why should Aston be paid more than him? Nas Reed been the 6th man. Nas Reed signed a 5-year, $125 million extension with Minnesota. The deal pays him an average annual salary of $25 million. With Nas Reed, they made the conference finals, their first conference finals in 20 years. He was a 6th man of the year. The dude's damn near a 7-footer that can space the floor, that can shoot, he can defend. Nas Reed is worth this money, folks. I like Nas. We would be a better team right now if we had Nas Reed on our team. How is Aston worth more than Nas Reed? How? He's just not. He's just not, chat. Nah, you're just not. You're not. I'm sorry, bro. You're not worth that. You're just not worth that. You're just not worth that, bro. You should have just taken the deal when they offered you the deal, dude. Now you trying to come back and... Nah, it's too late, dude. It's too late for that. It's too late for all that. You turning down money after you choking in the playoffs. Like, you... Not only... Like, you cocky with it, too. Like, that's the thing y'all not even peeping. Like, bro, this... Like, you're... How are you trash and cocky at the same time? Like, how do those two things even correlate? You're trash and you're cocky. Nah, you need to be humbled. A humble player would have just taken a deal last year and said, you know what, I'm going to just keep working on my game, keep trying to get better, and then hopefully I can get another contract after that. That's what a humble player would have did. You're cocky. You getting clapped and thinking you deserve money. That's that white privilege shit, chat. Lonnie Walker would have taken the money. Lonnie Walker would have just been happy and took the money. Aston, he tooting his cheeks up at you guys, folks. That's what he's doing. He's tooting his cheeks up. He tooted his cheeks up at y'all last summer.
Reaves deserves whatever the market says he deserves. I am a 1,000% proponent of that. But if I were in the Lakers' shoes, okay, and I'm looking out for the franchise part of this equation here, okay, because I'm always about the employee making as much as they can make, okay? Speaking of which, you signed that deal yet?
I mean, as you're saying this, I'm thinking to myself, where's my brotherly support?
Well, I'm just saying, like,
in what the market will, what
the market has already spoken for you, is what I would say.
I mean, come on, man.
The market has spoken.
Come on.
Okay? But what I would say is, I'm all about it. However, if I were the Lakers in a salary-capped sport, okay, which is in essence what this is now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like Rob has said it, everyone under the sun has told you. The second apron is a hard cap, okay? So, in a salary-capped sport, if I were the Lakers, I would feel it is my fiduciary responsibility to say, I don't think we can give Austin Reaves a contract that starts at roughly $44 million.
Okay. All right. But wait a second. Go the opposite direction. Put yourself in Austin Reaves' shoes. Okay. Here's me. I'm Austin Reaves right now. Hey, guys, what's the max number we're talking about here? 250 million, 240 million, right? We're talking.
It's roughly in that range. Yeah.
Okay. And what is it that you guys think I should be taking? You guys think I should be taking what, like 120 million?
So
like somewhere in that.
I would feel comfortable. I would feel comfortable. Okay. Mm-hmm. 239 is what he's eligible for.
So the absolute max 239.
Right.
Okay.
And that means your average annual salary over 5 years is roughly $47.8 million.
Okay. Let me just tell you this right now. Hear me out, everybody. If Austin Reaves makes $47 million.
On average, over 5 years.
Over the next 5 years.
It'll probably start around 43, but finish somewhere above 50.
Okay, again, if over the next 5 years, Austin Reaves makes $47 million on average over the next 5 years, you know how many championships the Lakers are going to win in the next 5 years? I love the dramatic pause. The answer, and you know the answer. Shall we all say it together? The answer is 0.
Nope.
0.
0. If I'm Austin Reaves, George, I have no choice now but to look at what Jalen Brunson did and say, listen, $250 million is my round number. But really, if I check the box of generational wealth, and I also check the box of the team has enough money to go out and build a championship caliber team, that number is $150 million. And maybe I'll give you $200 million over 5 years. Maybe I'll average $40 million. But even at $40 million, I got bad news for you. You know how many championships the Lakers are going to win in the next 5 years if Austin Reaves averages $40 million a year? Still 0.
I got 150 for him, and he's taking that
for sure.
Austin Reaves should take, call it between 150 and 180. And if he takes that amount of money and they average, what is that number, George?
So
180 divided by 5?
Here's what I would say. 180 divided by 5 is about $36 million.
Okay, $36 million, livable number. $47 million, not a livable number. If Austin Reaves makes $36 million on average over the next 5 years, you know how many championships the Lakers are going to win?
How many?
Maybe they have a chance. Maybe they have a chance at 1. Maybe. But at $47 million, answer 0. Agree or disagree? What do you say?
You know I'm not
an absolutist?
Correct.
Thank you.
Thank you for finishing my sentence.
I'll finish your sentence, babe.
Yeah. Well, I respected the pause, by the way, earlier.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah. Important to respect the pause.
That's right, babe.
Yeah, look, if I were leaning in one direction, I would lean probably you'd probably be right.
Oh, my God, this is twice in one day. Jesus, man.
If he takes, like the Brooklyn Nets allegedly are going to offer him 4 years, 178.5. That's what the most they can offer him.
Garbage contract.
If the Lakers, if he settled at 180, I over 5 years,
yeah,
I think the Lakers have a legit shot.
Yeah.
A legit shot to win a championship.
At
some point.
But let me ask you this. You guys, everybody here will have an opinion on this. Is Austin Reaves more like is he more comparable to a Jalen Brunson type of a player? And I'm going to go in a different direction here, different sport. Or is he more likely to be a Juan Soto type of personality? Because to me, Jalen Brunson is, I'm a team guy, I'll take less to win. And Juan Soto is I don't care if we win or lose, I've already won, so I want the most money I can get. Is Austin Reaves closer?
But I understand that.
No, so do I. Look, when you have already won a championship.
I mean, he won a championship at such a young age.
He was like 19.
Yeah.
So when you've already won a championship.
And by the way, at 19, a big part of their championship.
Big time. But listen, the difference in your life, and I know this is hard to understand, the difference in your life, if you make $250 million versus $180 million, forget about the $70 million delta. Forget about that. The difference in your life is 0. You can fly on private jets at $180 million. You can have expensive houses. You can join fancy country clubs. You can vacation with LeBron and Magic Johnson on yachts around the world. And you can do that with $180 million. It doesn't require $250 million. And the difference of that $70 million allows your team to have an opportunity to build.
It
is rich that Cappy's saying take less money.
Chat, let me let this ad run real quick. I think they're missing like one crucial part of this though. Like they're debating the number like from 240 to like 180, right? Here's the problem. He's not worth 180. That's still a bad contract. I'm telling y'all right now, bro, if I'm the GM of the Lakers, bro, I'm letting him walk. Like, chat, let me show you guys this. Give me 1 second. Let me show you guys this. This is how stupid this conversation is, right? Let me show you guys Luka's contract with the Lakers. This is Luka's contract with the Lakers, chat. That he signed his extension last summer. He signed a 3-year, $165 million extension. You guys know I'm not a Luka fan. Chat, Luka's made all NBA teams. He's led the league in scoring. MVP candidate. Been to the finals, multiple conference finals. And he signed for 165. You want to know what that means for Ashton? That means your number is nowhere close to that because you've done nothing close to that. So if Luka signed for 3 years, 165, Ashton's nowhere in that range. He's nowhere in that range, chat. He shouldn't even be in the $100 million range. He's nowhere in that range, if we're being realistic. What kind of precedent would you be setting by paying a guy who's never made an all-star team, never won a title, never done anything? What kind of precedent would that set for the rest of the NBA? What has he done? Y'all gotta let this nigga walk, gang. I'm just keeping it a buck. The fact that we're even discussing, 250 or 180, like, dude, he's not worth any of those numbers. Y'all gotta just let him walk at this point. That's what I do. I just let him walk because he's not worth any of this at all.
On yachts around the world. And you can do that with $180 million. It doesn't require $250 million. And the difference of that $70 million allows your team to have an opportunity to build.
It is rich that Cappy's saying take less money.
Unlock your 3.35% APY with Robinhood Gold. Start earning with Gold.
My bad, chat. We got Matter 100. He said the Lakers are trying to fleece someone with Aston. There's no way the Lakers are oblivious to Aston's behavior with the stat padding and the fake injuries. Exactly. We got this clown Raider Cujo. You said your superstar wants Reaves there. He's getting 200 to 180 million. No, he's not, dude. And at this point, I'm so confident in it, I'd be willing to bet it. I'd be willing to bet it. That's how confident I am. He's not getting anywhere close to that. I'm actually willing to bet it. That's how confident I am. I guarantee you he won't get anything close to that.
It is,
wow.
I got to give Bergie credit. He said it, and I said it on the air.
I mean, but I was in background here.
Yeah, but I said it on the air.
My microphone was off.
Right. He still ran you under the bus. Yeah.
Mine wasn't.
Yeah. I will say this. It's tough, man. Like, this is his one shot. And there is irony because everyone would want the most money. But sports, particularly a salary cap league, unfortunately, is not the purest form of a true market, right? Like open market, right? It's not, because there is a cap to what you can spend. It's not your normal free market.
It's not baseball.
Correct. Although, that could change potentially too.
Right, but isn't the NBA now more so like the NFL? In other words, You do have a cap, even if you don't call it a cap. There is a cap, to be sure, number one. And number two, the NFL tried to create the P word, parity. And has the NBA not done exactly that? I mean, you just mentioned it earlier. There have been 8 champions in the last 8 years. We haven't had a repeat champion in the last, it took 9 years ago. And the likelihood that the Knicks are going to repeat is none, in all likelihood, right? You looked at Giannis and Milwaukee. They didn't repeat when people thought they would. You look at Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Oklahoma City, and most people thought they would repeat again this year. It's not happening because there's so much parity.
Correct. And so, yeah, like it's tough. It is tough. That's the unfortunate part of this. And somebody is going to have to make the sacrifice. And the people that are generally going to have to make the sacrifice are the guys who are not the best player on the team.
Which he's not.
That's it. Like, generally speaking, in professional sports, where you have a salary cap, more likely than not, the players that are going to have to make the salary sacrifice are everybody not named the best player.
Right. And the best player on the Lakers is Luka, and his contract is signed, sealed, and delivered.
Yeah.
And the second best player on the Lakers, well, at least last year's Lakers, was LeBron.
And LeBron will not make $50 million, if I had to guess, this year.
Right. But the third best player on the Lakers, and if LeBron, let me put it this way, when LeBron is done, whether that's he already is or whether it is into the future,
right,
Austin Reaves is expected, I'm not saying he is, I'm saying he's expected, at least on this current roster, to be the second best player. Now, maybe they go out and they get another player who becomes the second best player. And Austin Reaves makes a sacrifice and he goes, well, you know what? I'm the third best player. But Austin Reaves, listen, if he's up early this morning and he's driving to a golf course and he's listening to this, hey, brother, listen to me. Hear me out.
Yeah, take it from the guy who's trying to take less, too.
Hey, my agent just called me. Do you want me to have him, talk to you and just get this thing done for you?
You know what? If you want to connect me to your agent, I will tell him this. You ready, George?
Yeah.
I mean, just pay me what George pays. That's fine. I'll just take what George.
Let me sneak in here for a second.
Go, yeah, no chance.
We're not.
Okay, so they're basically done, chat. They're pretty much just gonna, just say some bullshit to close out that video. But I do want to kind of touch on this one quick point, and then we can get the phone lines open, see what you guys got to say about it. Shout out to Frank in the chat. I do want to say this, right? Because there is an argument that I know they're going to make, which is, oh, well, in a post-LeBron, world, right, you're going to need other guys on your roster. And they think Austin can be that guy. I'm here to let you guys know we already saw what the Lakers are going to look like in a post-LeBron world. We already saw that. When LeBron James missed 17 games to start the year. What happened? Lakers were playing bottom feeder teams. Everybody was jumping for joy. Oh, look, we don't need LeBron. We're still winning games. And then guess what? You play the Thunder. You got smoked by 30 points. That's what it's going to look like in a post-LeBron world if you pay for Aston. That's what it's going to look like. Yeah, you'll be able to probably beat teams like the Pelicans, Portland. Okay, sure. Yeah, you'll be beating those teams. But once it's time for the playoffs and, it's time to play the Spurs, it's time to play the Thunder, you're going to get your ass beat. That's with or without LeBron being on the team. If you keep Aston. That's with or without LeBron. So that's my argument to y'all that think, oh, well, we're thinking about the long-term plan. The long-term plan still isn't Aston. Not as your second option. Now, maybe as your 10th, 12th man. Okay. But if you think Aston is your long-term second option plan, you're not serious, dude. That's why I say just let him walk, man. Just, shake his hand, say, listen, we appreciate what you've done, and that's it. You're not winning with him. Like, He can't be your second option with or without LeBron. It's not going to work. We saw it this year in the playoffs. Wasn't he the second option? LeBron was the first option. He was the second option. What happened? He got that ass beat. It was a 4-game sweep. I don't care who you pair him with. You can pair him with LeBron. You can pair him with Luka. It don't matter. There's no center you're going to go get. There's no wing you're going to go get that's going to catapult you from getting swept by OKC to now you're beating OKC, now you're beating the Spurs, and now you're in the finals competing for championships. It's not going to happen. So that's my rebuttal to anybody thinking about, oh, well, the reason why they should pay him is because, you know, LeBron's about to retire and they're going to need another player. No, he's not that guy. That's not a second option. And if you make him your second option, you might as well go ahead and trade Luka, because the second you sign him to that contract, Luka's never going to win. And that's the funny thing about niggas like Raider Cujo in the chat. Because, you know, he's this like LeBron hater, right? So, okay, cool. I'll play your game. Take LeBron James out the equation. And let's just visualize a Luka Aston-led team. They're still not winning. Even 2-3 years after LeBron is retired, they're still not going to win. And then Luka probably leaves. I'm going to be honest. I think Luka's going back to Dallas. I ain't going to lie to you guys. I think he took the extension last summer from the Lakers because obviously, you know, there was a lot of money that he missed out on just from getting traded. I mean, Luka lost like $200 million from just getting traded. He lost like $200 million, chat. I think he was eligible for like $350 in Dallas. And then they got no state income tax in Texas. So he goes from that to signing like, you know, with the Lakers for like $165. And California got the highest taxes in the country. So that $150, $160 he signed, you might as well just go ahead and cut that in half. So he really got like $80. And then you got management, agent fees, jock taxes, all that stuff. You probably take off another 10, 20 million. So he had to sign that deal. Luka did. But I don't think Luka's heart is in LA. You guys saw the way he cried when he went back to Dallas. We've never seen that. When LeBron went back to Cleveland, he didn't cry. My demon went into Cleveland and dropped 38. That's what my demon did back in 2010. That's what my demon did. That's what my GOAT did. This pussy nigga cried. What's up with all these international niggas crying all the time? I just realized that. Wemby was crying. Luka was crying. What's up with all these international niggas crying all day? They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us, chat. These pussy niggas coming to America to imitate culture. Wemby thought he was going to be Michael Jordan. Pussy nigga thought he was going to be Michael Jordan. That's funny. Yeah, so, like I said, go ahead. Like I said, I don't care either way, Raider Cujo. Lakers can do whatever they want to do. I could care less. Go ahead and sign Reaves. Go ahead. I dare the Lakers to sign Reaves. That's it. That's the end of their. That's the end of it. That'll be the end if they sign Reaves. If they sign Reaves to anything close to what you're talking about, Raider Cujo, all that will mean is that Luka will never win a championship. So I'm gonna win either way. I'm gonna win no matter what. I would love for the Lakers to pay Aston if that means I get to watch Luka fail for the next 5 years. I would love it. Yeah, you thought you listen. The hate watches, chat, that we're about to do the next 3-4 years if they pay Aston are going to be legendary. These are going to be some of the best hate watches of my career. Straight up. If they pay Aston, oh, I'm telling you, boy, these gonna be some I'm gonna throw some hate watching parties. Real shit. I'm gonna throw some hate watching parties. Real talk. And only Aston and Luka haters will be invited. And we're gonna all be in the party. We're gonna put the game on the big screen. I'm gonna have the hot wings. I'm gonna have everything set up. I'm gonna have the hot wings, the nachos, the liquor. I'm gonna have everything set up. And the only people that will be allowed will be Luka and Aston haters. We're gonna throw the most legendary hate watching parties of all time. How much you want to bet? So I'm gonna win either way. Go ahead, pay him. I don't care. I'm not Mark Walter. It ain't coming out of my pocket. I don't care. I don't give a damn. You want to pay him? Go ahead, pay him. Cause like I said, I'm gonna go on a hate watching tour. Yeah, go ahead and pay Aston. Go ahead and pay Aston. I swear to God, we're gonna go on a hate watching tour, nigga. Everywhere the Lakers play on the road, 41 games out the year, we're gonna go on a tour for the next 5 years. We're gonna pull up city to city, nigga. We're gonna have a hate watching party in Minneapolis when they play the Timberwolves. We're gonna have a hate watching party in the Bay Area when they play the Warriors. Every city they go to, we're gonna have a hate watching tour. It's gonna be the most legendary hate watches you've ever seen, you've ever been a part of.
Where are my scamming ass niggas?
Shout out to A-Hall. He said, I'm going to bring the 304s and the drinks. Boy, that's going to be so much fun, bro. Listen, I ain't going to lie to you. I'm going to win either way. I'm winning either way in this situation. If they pay him, it's going to be legendary hate watches for the next 3 to 4 years, minimum. That's going to be hilarious, right? And if he walks, I win because now guess what? He's finally gone. So I'm going to win regardless. I don't care either way, to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I actually low-key want him to stay. Because once LeBron is done, I'm going to need like an antithesis when LeBron is done. I'm going to need somebody to hate. I'm the black Skip Bayless, nigga. You know how Skip Bayless sits around and hates on niggas all day? I seen a video of him hating on Wemby. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was funny when he was hating on Wemby. He bought out a body bag on Gil's Arena. That man bought out, y'all seen the clip of Skip Bayless? That shit had me dying. I was like, damn, that nigga Gilbert really lost his show to Skip Bayless. That's crazy. They gonna change the name to Skip's Arena. Look at what Skip did.
Skip that. That's a XLT body bag.
Kind of heavy.
Kind of heavy.
It's kind of heavy. Don't tell anybody, but I have the remains of an alien in here. I talked to the people at NASA, and they said they're going to try to get it back to wherever it came from, but I'm just going to give you a little glimpse of this poor creature right now.
Punch him in the face. Tell him, welcome to Earth, Skip.
Poor creature. Poor thing. I don't know what happened. Maybe Rashad can give it a proper earth burial. I don't know.
Birth burial.
Your Knicks.
Hey. What up, Skip? What up?
What up, baby?
You're the man.
Yeah.
You're the man.
Where are my New York Knicks?
Skip that.
Chat. That was hilarious, man. That's gonna be me if the Lakers pay Aston. I'm talking about I'm gonna have some legendary hate watch parties, man. I'm gonna be the first nigga to go on a hate watching tour. Oh my God. I'm gonna be the first nigga to go on a hate watching tour. That is crazy. That is crazy. Xavier, you got to stop this, dude. Seriously. You got to knock this off, dude. Xavier said, "Hey, yo, congrats to the Knicks, man. Proper team construction around that shot-chucking Smurf. Salute to them." Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Xavier, that's nasty, dude. You got to clean it up, dude. Real talk. I can't support that. I can't support you hating on my short king, Jalen Brunson. I'm not in support of that, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah, we got to pack you up, Xavier. We got to pack you up, nigga. You're getting beside yourself. We got to pack you the fuck up. Nah, the short kings is back outside, Xavier. It's the short king summer, unfortunately. So, yeah, folks, like I said, man, this is actually hilarious, bro. So, like I said, Raider Cujo, listen, I win either way. If they pay Aston, I win. If Aston walks, I win. I win either way. I can't lose. I'm like LeVar Ball, never lost. I'm like LeVar Ball, pussy, never lost. Never lost. Wow, folks. Good stuff, man. Great stuff, folks. So, yeah, like I said, that's really all I got, folks, on this particular topic, man. I genuinely feel like Jalen Brunson winning the championship, it's just going to make Aston in his situation this summer look crazy. You know? I mean, you talking about you won 180. I mean, dude, come on. Jalen Brunson didn't even get 180. You're not even nowhere close to Jalen Brunson level, you know? Like, you'd be lucky to get the same offer that they gave you last year. You would be lucky. Honestly, you would be lucky to get that. But, like I said, if we're being realistic, man, like, you should just walk, because at the end of the day, you know, no matter what money they give him, right? No matter if they give him $40 million or $20 million, at the end of the day, he's not going to help you win. So the money to me doesn't matter. It's about basketball at the end of the day, right? Like, I look at the Knicks, right, and what they did. Yo, get them boys whatever they need, straight up. Jalen Brunson is the king of New York. Get that man whatever he needs. However much money he needs, whatever his next contract is, he deserves it. He earned it. You know, that's the era I grew up in. You know, when you got things, it's because you earned it. Y'all just want to pay him just to pay it. What does he earn? He's not earned anything. He hasn't been an all-star. He hasn't made an all-NBA team. He hasn't won a championship. What has he earned? Oh, yeah, that's right. He's earned the booties of Laker fans. Laker fanboys. They toot their cheeks up at him every time the Lakers play. The fuck out of here, man. So, yeah, folks, like I said, if you're watching this on the replay, let me know, man, in the comment section what you guys think about this particular topic. Yeah, I think Jalen Brunson has destroyed this guy's, you know, chances at a massive payday, man. You know, if Jalen Brunson can take a pay cut and he's an all-star, he's all NBA, he's a champion, Aston, get the fuck out of here. Anybody trying to hear you want $200 million, nigga? Nigga, please. So, like I said, folks, that's really all I got on this particular show, man. Good show. Good stuff. Y'all do me a favor. Drop a like on the video. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. And yeah, man, I'm out, folks. Peace.
You lucky I'm not single. I would take your girl. That's what would happen. Don't make me come to your live and start throwing super chats at her.
I just wanna be.
You lucky I'm not single. I would take your girl. That's what would happen. Don't make me come to your live and start throwing super chats at her. You don't notice most of the people in your comments are a bunch of racists who just hate LeBron because of his politics. Doesn't bother you at all. Ayo, bro. SMD, my nigga. SMD. You heard? SMD. You heard me? SMD. Straight up and down, dog.
SMD. Nigga, I said it. You bitch-ass LeBron James fans.